Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day so far. Let's get right into today's reading and see what Spirit may have for you. All right, I'm seeing love, guys. I'm seeing this love coming in that is going to bring some type of balance in. Okay, things are going to go really well for a while. But then I'm seeing something coming in of a tower moment-ish kind of look to it with this masculine. All right. And I feel like there's going to be a period of time where there's going to be a certain subject that you won't be able to touch on. Every time you talk about this particular thing, I'm seeing like a boom, a fireworks, a tower moment here. So this is going to be something that once it starts to happen and you remember my words, you're going to be able to deal with this and respond to it in a different way now. Okay. So you'll be able to attack this with a much gentler calm about you to get past this, because I do see that the two of you are going to have a very balanced, loving, giving, nurturing relationship. Okay, but you do have that one big bump you're going to have to get over. All right, let's continue. And you might be going through this now with a lover. All right, this is some type of, somebody's feeling trapped. Okay, you're feeling trapped due to your financial situation, and this puts you under a lot of duress. And you've been thinking for the longest time of ways to try to get out of this relationship. This is a relationship you feel like you have to stay because it's the only way you can make it financially. All right, guys, and this is why I tell you the first thing that you need to do, and do this when you're young. You know, some of you think it's too late, and it might be, but you know, if you're listening to this reading today and you're in your 30s, 40s, even 50s, do yourself a favor and get yourself your own financial security, even if it means going back to school. All right, do whatever you have to do so you never end up in a situation where you're feeling insecure because a person left or you want to leave. All right, and I'm seeing you're gonna get clarity on this after all. This will finally work out for you. But guys, if you would like, I do $20 readings. If you're interested, you can click on the description below the video. Also offer phone readings, so you can talk to me on the phone and get a more in-depth reading. All right, so here I'm picking up on a feminine. It looks like you're spending time alone. You got burnt. Somebody did something or said something that deeply, deeply hurt you. And you've been spending time, you're hanging on to this memory and spending time alone. I feel like there's an intense fear, not just around, you know, the possibility of love for you, but even toward other people. Like you might just feel like people are like the devil. They're capable of hurting you. They're capable of doing the rottenest things. And you might be, you know, on the money there. So that is why it's so important, guys, to use your intuition on everything and keep your circle small. Vet everyone that comes into your circle. Don't let them in until you know who you're dealing with and you feel as though you can trust them with your life, and vice versa. All right, but I do see that you are going to come out of this, but you need to work on this. This isn't just going to, you're not just going to wake up in the morning and it's going to be over with. This is going to take a little bit of time and some work and possibly some therapy. All right, and I'm being serious about that. All right, so here I'm seeing somebody is focusing very much on this masculine, that you're feeling stuck because you feel you want this person in your life. You feel like this person can bring in a lot of happiness, but this person is very busy all the time. They're always, you know, out making money or working or putting in, you know, extreme hours of some sort. So even though you're very focused and thinking this person is going to bring in happiness, you're also feeling stuck because you don't really get to see them often. All right. So, and there might be some concern even down the road. If you did get into a relationship, would you see this person, you know, often enough to make you feel like you're being loved the way you want to be. All right, there's stuckness here around some type of, somebody is making a huge decision. This is a whole new start in your life. This is something big. This could be a big career change or something that needs to be taken care of in order for you to be happy. So you know this. You're very focused on making the right decision for yourself. So if this is you, comment below, making the right decision. All right, you're taking your time so that you can do exactly that. All right, and I'm seeing a emperor here. Very giving, loving person. I'm seeing that even though you don't need this abundance that I'm seeing coming into you, I do see more money coming your way. So you're pretty much wealthy. You're off to a great start here. You've been for many years. You do well, but you're very smart. You're very intelligent. This is someone who's business-wise, been around the world, and you know, using your smarts, your intuition. All right. The only thing is you're feeling like you would like to be able to share this with someone. There's no one in your life to share it with. And this makes you feel ignored or alone in some way. All right. I am seeing the possibility of a partner coming in for you. Unfortunately, I see it not working. This could have just happened for somebody. I feel like this is strange. All right. Well, not strange, but I feel like someone just met a person, or this is going to happen in the near future. You're going to meet this person and it's going to end almost immediately. Like it's going to end super quick before it even gets off the ground. And this may be a good thing because this is going to happen before you catch feelings. You won't have time, it looks like. All right. Something's going to happen with this relationship that is going to bring in a lot of inner conflict and some kind of stress or baggage or something. All right, so it might be something you're going to find out about this person that is going to maybe surprise you and just kind of throw things off kilter. And it's going to be a no. No, I'm not going there. All right, so I see celebration here. I see this person that's trying to achieve something right now, and I feel like you're putting a lot of time into this, a lot of hours, a lot of sweat, and you feel like this is like a major pain in the ass, a big setback in your life, and you may be ready to give up, but Spirit is saying whatever you do, do not give up on this. This is going to turn out to be something huge, enormous, something that's going to bring in wealth, happiness, and it's big. You're going to be celebrating with a lot of people. I see a lot of people around you looking up to you, looking toward you like you are freaking amazing. All right, this is what I'm seeing. Maybe family. I see more than just family though. I'm seeing a lot of people. So this could represent that you're getting ready to become a household name. You're going to make something, devise something, create a new business, do something that is going to bring a lot of attention to you. All right. And this is for somebody who is just moving on from a stagnant relationship, I want to say. You're feeling your freedom. You thought you were going to feel really good, with this newfound freedom, but you are feeling a little stuck, okay? Because you're having second thoughts, because while you were in this relationship with your person, you didn't really express yourself that much. You didn't tell this person what your likes, dislikes, and your needs are. You were quiet a lot of the time. And I'm detecting that there was some kind of fear that if you, spoke your truth, became your authentic self, that they wouldn't care for you anymore. All right, which is not the case, guys. Always be yourself, no matter what the cost, okay? No matter what the cost, always be you. You want to do that because the next person that comes into your life, you want to love you for who you really are, right? But I'm seeing that this was also, looks like it went quick. All right, but just as fast as this ended, I'm seeing a new opportunity coming in for you. All right, let me see if I can get more on that opportunity. Seeing, what is this here? All right, I'm seeing something this feminine wants, but you have to change in order to be with this this other person over here. You have to change. This person's not a bad person, but they're basically telling you that they wouldn't be with you because A, B, C, D, and E, whatever. And they're asking you to change. They're saying, you know, you have to change. This could be somebody you're already with, and they're telling you you need to change your ways, or change the way you act, or something incredibly, you know, I don't know how to explain this. This is, you know, you're in uncharted waters here. You need to make this call. If you're being a good person and loving, and this person's asking you to become someone else, you know your own answer. You have your answer there on what you need to do as far as a decision. But, you know, if you're not, because I'm not you guys. I don't know what's going on with the two of you. But if you're not, you know, if you are saying things or doing things that aren't good, you might be able to see this person's side a little bit. All right. But asking somebody to change is rough, guys. You know, you've come a long way now. A lot of you, I feel, are vibrating very high. So you have to find the high vibrating other piece of you before you get, you know, feelings and, you know, get into a deep relationship. Because if you're not vibrating at least, you know, somewhere in the vicinity of the same level, it's not going to last. It's not going to work. All right. Because you're expecting someone to have integrity if you're high vibrating. If you hook up with somebody because they're good looking or they're pretty and they're low vibing, and they have no integrity, and they're going to cheat on you, what, you know, all these other things that they're going to be saying and doing. So it's very simple. It's a very simple process, guys. Don't get hooked into that third dimensional rhetoric that we've been told our whole lives. It's very simple. You don't just hook up with somebody because they're sexy or they're hot looking, or no, because that is going to be a short-lived relationship, and it may be painful on the way out. All right. So do it right the first time. Do it right on the way in. So I'm seeing somebody that took a break here. You worked on yourself the whole time. Kudos to you. You worked on yourself. And I'm seeing that other people are noticing this new you. They're talking about you at work. They're actually saying there's something different about so-and-so. Have you noticed? All right. And even feeling that you're just more powerful. There might be some jealousy here even. Or, you know, they're comparing you to them. And, you know, some of them anyway, doing comparison type things, and seeing that you are, you know, you have qualities about you, and you have this aura that they want. They want a part of that. And they're trying to figure it out so that they can incorporate it into their own personalities, because that's what people do. And I think that's an awesome thing. All right. I do see great things happening for you. I see you have the potential now to pretty much go out there and go anywhere and land the perfect job, because you're confident. People are going to like what they see. They're going to like what they hear. Okay. And they're going to feel that energy around you, that this person can accomplish anything. This person is going to improve my business. I feel it. I know it. Okay. So everyone that is vibrating at a certain level and higher now, they see right through people. They feel their energy. They can look at a person and see if they have a dark heart, if they're good, you know, if they're confident. You can feel who people are now, guys. Do you feel this new power? If you're feeling this new power, comment below the video and let me know. Just say feeling powerful or feeling a new power. All right. Because this should be pretty much widespread. And I want all of you to do it. All of you who are actually really feeling that way, please take a quick second and throw me a comment. Also, guys, my channel is, I'm every day I'm sitting there watching my subscribers being kicked off. I don't know what's happening with that. I feel like all the spiritual channels might be being messed with. If you watch other spiritual channels, I'm sure you've heard people saying their channels are being messed with. So I ask you, in the most loving way, can you please resubscribe if you're not subscribed, or subscribe for the first time? I have, I don't know, 17,000 of you out there. Please subscribe, like, and hit the bell. If anything, just do it one time for me. I appreciate and love each and every one of you, especially for that. It helps me a lot. All right, let's continue. All right, so somebody that's been going through something as of recently, that this problem, I feel like it's some kind of problem or issue that you've not been able to work through. This is one of those things that, when we talk about problems, some problems can be rectified immediately. And you can, again, with the high vibrating people, you can just do it in a flick of a finger. Now you know how to deal with things in a different way. Before, you just put up with things. You just tolerated things. You just left that closet get cobwebs and just were like, forget it. Forget about it. It'll go away soon. Right? But now you have this new powerful way of perceiving your life. If a problem happens, okay, what do I have to do to get rid of it, fix it, solve it? And you do it. But this one here is one of those unsolvables. So this could be like a person who keeps bringing you down. This could be somebody you're close to that's not that easily, someone you can't just push away, or this is, like I said, one of those more in-depth problems. But I do see that your defensiveness is going to start to fade. I see that you're going to figure this out. You're just going to do it. I see the way you're going to do it is you're eventually going to be in so much, I want to say, pain from this person, agony, some kind of like, they're always bothering you or at you or something along that line. But I do see you're finally going to have had enough, and you're going to get to that crossroad where it's them or me. All right, so I can't really care about how they're going to feel when I separate myself from them. It's more important that I do just that. You're going to work on this problem, you're going to work through it, and you're going to come to this realization that you're better off getting rid of, or I shouldn't say rid of, but, losing this problem, okay? You're going to feel a lot better for it. Guys, we can't attach ourselves to things that just ruin our lives, continually bring us down, suck our soul out of us continuously. All right, I'm seeing a masculine is about to manifest. You have very strong manifestation skills. You're about to manifest quite a bit. I'm seeing a big change coming into play here. This is a big, I don't know why I'm hearing motivational. So you might be in a some kind of position where you motivate people. This is going to catapult your finances. Yeah, this is something new that you're doing. It looks like a new start or a new path that you're taking, and you're very strong in this. Okay, this is what you should have been doing for years. Okay, shoulda, woulda, coulda. But I do see that this strength is going to catapult you into this new financial place that, you're going to be sitting pretty. You're going to be looking like, this is going to bring in some abundance for you. Okay, you're going to do very well. All right, you're going to get a new car too. I just saw you getting a new car. All right, so kudos to you. All right, let's continue. I'm seeing somebody's getting ready to commit to this new beginning of sorts. But there's things you're unaware of about this situation, and you went in half baked. Okay, you just thought like, this is making me happy, this is going to make me happy. All right, guys, there's something I call layers going under, getting under the layers of things. And as you raise your vibration, you're going to learn to do this. All right. Again, if something looks pretty, you don't just go for it. Okay. You need to get the details. All right. The puzzle pieces have to fit so that you know that you're going to be okay. You have to put yourself on that pedestal and always make sure you protect yourself, protect your heart. All right. And I am seeing a lot of stress coming from this down the road. All right. So make sure before you jump into something, dive into something, that you check it out. If it's a person, make sure you're vetting them. I don't care if it's a friend, a family member, a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever. All right. Make sure you're vetting everyone that comes into your life. And it's just like you wouldn't pick a stranger up off the street to come babysit your children, right? So you have to vet new people. You don't know who they are, where they come from, what they've done in the past. All right. So I don't want people walking around feeling fearful and, you know, feeling like they have to protect themselves constantly. But you do, it's part of being responsible and being grown up and mature. You have to make sure that you are going to be safe at all times, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, guys. So I see you moving toward somebody. This is a feminine. There's been someone you've been crushing on forever. You've been crushing on this person forever. I see that even maybe since your children, but maybe not that far back. It's a possibility though. All right. This masculine is getting ready to blow your mind and tell you that he has feelings for you. And you have not told him about your feelings. I see this. This is unbelievable, but I do see this happening. The two of you have had feelings for one another and never spoke a word because you've known each other for so long. There was some kind of fear that you would screw everything up, screw up your relationship that you have now. If this is you, please comment below the video. That's pretty detailed. All right. And I am seeing a mom out there who's juggling, and you're being hard on yourself. You're feeling like you're at your wit's end. You're tired. You need a break. I don't know if you can take a break. If you can, please do that for yourself. Take a Friday off of work and take a 3-day weekend. You desperately need it. All right. And guys, don't forget, please take a sec, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. And remember, I love each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed today's reading, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care.